Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. In this video, we're going to talk about credit card 101. So,
Why is it called 101?
I guess the reason why it's called 101 is because most people who bought or who have credit cards have no idea what the fees involved or the pros and cons of using a credit card. The basic understanding of credit card. That's how I look at it.
I wonder how many people is having credit card.
I remember my first credit card. I have no idea. All I know is like I fill in a form, I send it, the next day I got a card. Well, not the next day, like maybe about a week later I got a card. And then call to activate, purchase something on that card, and then pay the bare minimum. And then my God, I got to pay extra more. And that wasn't fun.
Okay.
That's my, like, how do you describe as a credit card?
I don't know.
What's your experience on your first credit card?
I went to the bank and then I gave them details. I said I want a credit card. I didn't know. I forgot why did I want a credit card. And then I applied one. He said, well, it may take time to approve. And then, you got approved instantly. Not that many people got it. And I just got a credit card. But since then, I never pay interest still. Never pay credit card interest. Okay, how credit card works.
So, a lot of people, I guess, that I don't understand what is the point of having a credit card.
Points and maximize your cash flow, and because everyone is having it, you have to have it.
It's a bling bling factor. Someone else got it, I gotta go get it.
Now I remember there's at one stage I was looking for cards that with rewards point or $0 balance transfer.
Zero fees.
Yes,
or,
yes.
You got
no
this
annual
amount
fee.
of points.
Yes, when you sign
to
up.
do this, to do that.
Yeah,
But there's a hidden cost. Yes, it's free on this, but it's actually gonna cost you on this,
a lot more.
This factor.
They're banking on it.
So they're banking on it. This is from my perspective anyway. A credit card company is banking that you're not gonna pay in full every month. You're going to pay the bare minimum every month. So,
or you forgot, and then they will charge you interest. Anyway, how credit card works?
a credit card is essentially a line of credit up to a specific limit.
Let's example $10,000.
You have a limit of $10,000 borrowing power for that particular card. That card.
So you can use that $10,000 anytime you want. But if you didn't pay the full amount that you have used, then interest occurred.
And that's how credit card company makes money.
Yes.
So that's how the credit card companies, I guess. Yeah.
Normally they have 55 days interest free?
Yeah.
55, 40, something like that.
40, 30, 50, somewhere around there. Check like whichever provider it is. Each provider is a little bit different between one to the other. But in general note, some of them can charge you, as low as 9-10%, but some of them is like 21% on a credit card. So that would mean for every, let's say, $1 that you borrowed, if you're paying at 20%, an extra 20 cents goes to them. If you don't pay that $1 borrowed in full. And obviously because some bank provide you with a massive amount of credit card limit. Platinum, they have all of this fancy name.
The funny thing is the more you use them, and then you ask them to increase the limit, they will just do it, and then you miss a payment, and then you pay interest and pay in full again. Ask them to increase the limit, they will do it again.
So,
right?
To me, a card is a card. It doesn't matter what status you're in. What is it? Gold, platinum, titanium,
Apple card.
There's a lot of fees that comes with credit card. Like the most common one, apparently, is if you're using it for currency conversion, there's going to be fees involved with that.
When you travel, they do charge it.
Yeah,
I used to use credit card to pay because conversion fee, but sometimes the rate is slightly better. But I don't know if it works out better or not. It's just convenience.
That's it. Next one will be cash advance.
Oh, that's expensive.
That's probably a very bad idea to do. Doing a cash advance on a credit card. If you don't know.
Normally they take 20%? Something like that? I don't know.
Ridiculous amount of fees, put it that way.
Yeah. It's worse than personal loan interest.
I think so.
Yeah, personal loan is what? 8K?
We've never done it in our life, so I wouldn't know what are the fees involved. The other one would be balance transfer between one card to another. Like some would be like, this would be a stepping stone. I use a balance transfer because I was, I don't know, let's say $5,000 in debt. Instead of me paying interest on that $5,000, I'm willing to transfer that to another card that has 0%. Like there's that
6 months sometimes.
6 months, 1 year, 3 years. One of our friends got 3 years interest free.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, was that?
Yeah,
3
so
years.
3 years.
I think mine 6 months. 6 months free. Everything free. I just felt like
so
it.
depending on your circumstances, some of them it's cheaper for you to transfer and pay it off quickly as possible.
Yeah.
But once you pay it off, close it. Don't
Close
use it
everything. Both
That's
of the
it.
cards.
So another one would be late payment fees. Like that's the most common one. I guess this is the downside of having credit card. There's all of these hidden fees or fees. Sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Why do you hold it?
Yeah.
So over the limit, there's another one. So if you, let's say, have a $10,000 limit on your card, if you go over beyond that $10,000,
then they shouldn't be allowing you to use that money.
No, I think it's because for some people, I guess, when they tap, and they don't know how much that's.
Wow.
I think this is the worst bit about our generation now, where everyone just tap on the go now. You don't have to worry about it until 3 or 4 days when you receive the bill, when it's actually taken out from your account. So dishonor fee, that's pretty much saying that, hey, you're over the limit as well.
Yeah.
Over the counter fee. Now I didn't understand.
I didn't understand.
You didn't know what over the counter fee is. I'm not sure where people are at in life. Like for us, we never actually go to over the counter and try to withdraw money from our credit card.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know there's a fee involved with that as well. Replacement card fee.
We never get cash. Remember you lost your card?
Well, I think that's because we paid an annual fee with an annual fee
maybe.
that's
They
in
didn't
the
mention
bill,
that.
but then I'm
and
sure
annual
it's
fee.
in there. So
Annual fee.
So there are different. All of these charges will apply depending on which financial institution that you're going to be using. So a credit limit. Some of them, I guess, you can increase or decrease your limit.
But the limit is all based on your income, your employment. How long have you been working in that company? The longer you've been there, of course, they generally consider that you are safer.
Yeah.
And the higher income that you earn, they will provide you a higher limit because they assume you can pay it back quickly and easily.
And the credit limit can get increased or decreased subject to what you want to do. I remember I got offered to get a higher limit, which is not to.
Yeah.
Like lower the limit.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like going out like with a loaded gun. Buy. That's what it feels like. So.
No, just when you see the credit card, when you have that much of limit, it worries me.
Yeah, it worries me because I'm like, what if I can't pay tomorrow?
What if someone took my card and spent all this money? Yes, I know credit card company have insurance and will stop the card or reimburse, but it's still
the
too
headache
dangerous.
that comes with it. The time, the effort that you gotta call around, and it might ruin your credit rating because of it as well.
Correct.
So.
Just the credit rating. I remember once. I got two fraud cards got applied. I don't know how did they get my information, but then apply at that time. I was not working. I was a stay-at-home mom. I got 2 cards approved without me knowing. Like I didn't apply it. Someone took my identity.
That's because you actually did your own credit check, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I know it? I forgot. I received
By
a
doing
mail.
that.
No. I received a card. I received a credit card.
Yeah, you receive a credit card, and then after that, you check on your own credit report.
Yeah, I check on my credit report, and then some company approve it. Why? And I called them and cancel, call police, and it lasted for a year for me to.
Is it still on?
No, all good now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I checked for my credit report again. Those were gone.
Okay, and that's the thing though. Having like a fraud or having a credit card, it will stay in your credit report.
Yeah, if you didn't know.
For a while,
yeah.
Unless you specified whichever.
It was a fraud.
Yeah. If it is above 4, that
Oh, okay,
is.
yeah.
If it's not above 4, it will stay there. So
For 5 to 7 years.
that's it.
Apparently, yeah.
Credit report is probably one of the most important things because that is your borrowing capacity for your mortgage.
Yeah, and my score is better than yours.
I don't understand that. How in the world do you get
I don't
higher
know.
credit score compared to me? And
I don't know.
I think it's because I had a life credit card that was not active. Like, it's still active, but I don't even use it.
It doesn't matter. No,
Anyway.
no, I don't think so.
So tips on paying off credit card faster. So the number one would be pay more than the minimum
No.
repayment.
Pay
In fact,
pay
pay the whole entire lot in full. None of this little installment thing.
Pay as
if you
much
can.
as you can if you can't afford to pay the whole lot.
So
Because it's compound interest and snowball effect. If you pay the minimum payment, we did a video before. Yeah, if you only pay minimum requirement, it takes like a year for you to pay.
Sometimes worse. Sometimes like you can go up to about 8 years, 5 years, or whatever it is.
Just pay as much as you can.
Yeah.
After paying yourself like rent and bills and food, then you pay all the money back in there.
So even in this, I guess in this article, it says in here, close each credit card account as you pay it off. So it is not recommended to get one in the first place. So,
depends on the person's spending habit, right? Some people they can't control. Then you shouldn't have a credit card. You should have a debit card.
Correct.
Or just use cash.
Why did you get a credit card in the first place?
I forgot.
Why? For what reason?
Everyone's having it.
Yeah, I think it's like
no.
an add-on.
I want to buy something online.
Ah, right.
Shopping online.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea why I got one in the first place. Now it's like I don't see the need of having it.
For me now it's just convenience. I don't have to carry cash.
Debit card for that as well. Anyway.
Yeah.
The other one would be lower your credit card limit as soon as possible. Especially when you know your spending habit. Like if you have a bad spending habit and you always maxed out all the time, because you kind of need to do something about that in order for you to move forward on your financial journey in a sense.
Yes.
So consider consolidating your credit card debt together, transfer all debt across. So sometimes one of our friend did this. They consolidate the whole entire debt into one card, and he get a discounted rate because there was a huge amount of debt, and then he got like a discount rate for 3 years.
So, or maybe just consolidate and get a personal loan, because personal loans interest or home loan, the interest is much lower compared to credit card.
Of course, the interest on a home loan is a lot much lower, but the entry on getting a home loan is a lot more higher.
Oh well, maybe you already have a home loan. You can just withdraw. Gotcha. Too complicated, but maybe you can do it. Talk to the bank.
And I'm sure they're about to be helped out.
Yes.
What else is there?
If you can't get help, get help from a financial counselor. If you can't talk to anyone, or friends or family cannot help you.
So, the other one would be, if you have multiple credit card, I'll say pay off your highest credit card first, the highest interest rate. I did that. I personally did that.
No, some people like to pay off the lowest amount first. Regardless of the interest rate, but then you pay off the lowest amount first. Yeah, the balance.
The balance. Because let's say one of them say $500, the other one is $700. You pay the $700.
No,
you
pay
the $500
yes.
first.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Because then you feel okay. It's easy. I can do. If I can do the 5, I can do the 7.
Yeah.
And
the other one we pay off a credit card with the smallest.
That's the one. That's mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Depends on whichever suits you.
Mike, it doesn't matter what. Just going pay it off, close it. You don't need it. It's as an adult, if you started with that concept of I need to have this card as part of your.
If you don't have the money,
identity,
just don't spend it.
Yeah, that's a simple point.
Yeah.
If you don't have the money, don't spend.
Yeah.
So, how to stay out of credit card debt? Only spend money that you have. That's so true.
Yeah.
This is based on an article. I'm reading an article, by the way. So, pay your balance in full every month. That's where we're at. Build your emergency fund. So you using your emergency fund instead of a credit card.
No, you shouldn't. Oh yeah,
instead of a credit card.
Yeah.
Don't use a credit card as an emergency fund.
Yes, true.
Have an emergency fund
in cash
in case of emergency.
Yes, emergency fund. Ideally, 6 months of your living expenses. Ideally, 3 to 6 months.
Another one would be shop around for lowest credit card interest rate. Like again, another friend of mine actually did this. Like he went from like a 20% credit card, doing a balance transfer, you get a discount for like 2 years or 3 years or something like that.
13, right? 13%.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So limit the number of credit cards you have. You're only one person. You should only have one.
Yeah.
Don't care about the platinum, this, that. They're gonna give you all this reward point and all that jazz. You're not gonna use any of those. So I know I don't.
Yeah, they don't.
So the less credit card you have, the better it is. Coming from experience anyway.
Yeah, and that's management. You have to do it. You've got this card, you've got that card, you've got to renew it, you've got to pay this fee and other annual fees that you have to pay. On
an average, I think it was like about, I don't know, even if it's like $100 annual fee or something. So if you have 5 cards, that's $500 if each individual card, and some of them is like $300 for an annual fee. What's that if it was 5 cards?
$1,500.
So $1,500, that's like a brand new phone.
Might as well get a new phone on cash.
It doesn't make any sense. Why do you have these cards that's gonna weigh off your wallet? One is that. Two, you have to keep on juggling. The less cards you have, the better it is. More like have more on your saving account. If you can afford $1,500 on just fees.
I don't know.
$500 on fees.
Paying for annual fee?
I think that's about it, yeah?
That's it.
Cool. So let us know what you guys think, because we're in a space where we don't use a credit card. It's actually much more better for you. So and let me know what your thoughts. Comment below.
Thank you. See you next time. Bye.